So yes, Olivia, today we'll cover up lines, angles, and triangles. So we have what type of questions comes in lines, angles, and triangles. They may give you a straight line, and they may give up you one angle, and you have to find out the other angle. Or they may be a set of parallel lines. They may give you one angle, and you may have to find out the other. Right? In parallel lines, we know that there are four set of angles, like corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, co-interior angles, alternate exterior angles, and you also might be knowing the properties of all these four all these four angles, right?
Yeah.
And on the basis of that, one angle will be given, and you need to find out the unknown one. That type of questions are being covered in line angles and triangles chapter. In triangles, they may give up you two angles. I have to find out the third by using the angle sum property of a triangle, or they would have given you one exterior angle, one interior angle. On that basis, you need to find out the other angles, something of that sort, right?
Yeah.
So, if let's start with lines first. I'll take few questions and then we'll move to angles and triangles.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. If we read the first question, if the
Yeah.
angles form a linear pair, if the two angles forms a linear pair and one angle is 70-degree, what will be the other angle? Yeah, as I just told in the beginning, right? You will be given a straight line. One of the angle will be given and you have to find out the other. So how will you do this one, Olivia?
Um.
hmm
um
What is the sum of all the angles on a line? If we
uh,
draw one straight line, right? The two angles form a linear pair. What do you mean by a linear pair?
like
hmm
straight line.
Yes, linear pair means angles on a straight line, right?
Yeah.
So, what is the sum of all the angles on a straight line?
Uh.
Yes,
Uh. uh
linear linear pair means the angles on a straight line, which and the angles on a straight line means all the angles add up to 180. Okay,
okay.
the angles on a straight line they add up to 180. And what is this? What are those angles known as whose sum is 180? Have you heard about supplementary angles?
Yes.
So supplementary angles are those angles which adds up to 180-degree. Okay, keep writing up all these things. So
Okay.
linear pair, linear pair are the set of angles formed on a straight line, and they are supplementary. That means they all add up to 180. Yeah. There's another set of angles which are also known as complementary angles. So what are complementary angles, Olivia?
They are.
hmm
Um.
They add up to 90-degree. Write it down. So complementary angles add up to 90-degree. Supplementary angles add up to 180-degree. And linear pair means angles on a straight line, which all adds up to 180. That's what we did so far.
Okay.
So if one is 70, other will be, you have to subtract it from 180, and that is 110. So what is the answer of the first one? 110-degree, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Identify the type of angles. What type of angles are these?
uh,
How many types of angles do we have?
uh,
hmm
we
Starting
have,
from acute.
yes,
So what are acute angles?
angles that are less than 90 degrees.
Next, which one are the next ones?
The right angle,
hmm Keep explaining. Yeah. Then what is that equal to?
90 degrees.
Super. Then
And then obtuse angle,
yes. hmm
and then
And obtuse angles range between
mm, mm, more than 90 degrees.
90 to 180. Then
Okay,
we have a straight line angle which equal to
yes,
180 degree, and then
yeah. Uh,
more than 180 are known as
uh, reflex angle,
reflex angles. So 180 to 360 it are all reflex angles. 360 degree is a complete angle, right? And
yeah,
we also have one angle, zero degree angle. Yeah.
okay,
So
yeah,
0, acute, right, obtuse, straight, reflex, and complete. We have 7 set of angles, right?
yeah,
So 35 is acute here, 90 is right, 130 is obtuse, right?
yeah.
Okay. If we read the third question, if the complementary angles have a difference of 10, find the two angles. How do you do this?
Uh,
What are complementary angles, Olivia? I just explained
the
before.
angles that add up to 90 degrees.
Correct. And the question is, they differ by 10, like 70, 80. They are difference of 10, right?
Yeah,
But they are complementary. 70, 80, I just took an example because the difference is 10. But they will add up to 150, no? So they are not complementary. We need some angles which add up to 90 and their difference is 10. So what are those angles?
uh, uh,
hmm In such cases, just assume one angle.
so,
Assume one angle equal to x, right?
yeah,
The second angle will be equal to, the difference is 10, right?
yeah,
So keep it x plus 10, right?
yeah,
And they both add up to 90, right? Because of the, according to the question, they have written they are complementary angles. This means they will add up to 90. Now x plus x is 2x, 2x plus 10 equal to 90, 2x equal to 90 minus 10, and then 2x equal to 80, and x equal to 80 divided by 2, which is 40, right? So if
yeah,
one angle is 40, the other will be 40 plus 10,
50,
right?
yeah,
50. So what are the answers to this question? 40 and 50,
yeah,
right?
yes.
Okay, the next one. Two vertically opposite angles are 55 degree. What is the measure of each of the angles?
Um,
Two vertically opposite angles are 55 degree. What is the measure of each of the other angles? Do you understand this question?
uh,
Do you know what are vertically opposite angles?
uh, can you explain to me?
Sure. So vertically opposite angles are formed when two lines intersect each other, like this.
Uh,
Okay. Now
yeah,
here these are vertically opposite angles. These are vertically opposite angles, the blue and the yellow. The vertically opposite angles are formed when two lines intersect each other, right?
Yes.
And another property of vertically opposite angles is they are equal to each other. Okay,
Okay.
so if this one is 55, even this will be 55. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Now they're asking what will be these angles, right?
Yeah.
Consider this as a straight line. No, if you consider this as a straight, consider what? This is a straight line only. Let's consider this line and find out this one. I think you should be able to do it. It's the same like the first question what we did. If two angles form a linear pair and one angle is 70, what will be the other angle? We find out to be 110. So here in this case, if it is 55, what will be the other angle?
So,
This is B, C, D. A, B, C, D were the intersecting lines. Let this point of intersection. So if AOB is a straight line and BOC is 55, what will be AOC?
uh,
What type of angles AOC and BOC are?
um,
Yes, Olivia.
uh,
What type of angles? These two are. This one. AOC and BOC.
uh,
Mhm. Are they not linear pair?
mm, mm,
They are on a
mm,
straight line, right?
yeah,
So you can subtract 55 from 180.
yeah,
So it come out to be how much? 125?
mm, yeah.
So even this will be 125. So the answer to this is 125 each. The other angles will be 125.
Okay,
Keep writing it,
okay,
how we are doing the questions, okay?
okay.
So let's have a small revision. So we learned about the linear pair angles, which are the angles which are formed on a straight line. They are always add up to 180. They are supplementary angles. And we also learn complementary angles which add up to 90. We also learn about the types of angles, 7 types of angles, starting from zero, acute, right, obtuse, straight, reflex, and complete angle, right? We also
Yeah,
studied about vertically opposite angles. These angles are formed when two lines intersect each other, and there will be two set of vertically opposite angles which will be equal to each other. Yeah.
yeah.
So let's take some more examples.
Okay,
One second. Okay. The question is, in a parallel lines cut by a transversal. Okay, before that, I would like to explain the concept. So,
okay,
what type of angles are formed when two parallel lines intersect by a third line? This third line is known as a transversal.
okay,
So, what is a transversal? A line which intersects the two set of parallel lines. These are parallel lines A, B, and C, D.
okay,
And let this be. D and E. So the angles which are formed inside the parallel lines, right? The,
Yeah.
these angles which are formed inside the parallel lines, one are these, other one we can take these two. I'm taking it with different color. These.
Okay.
These are known as alternate interior angles. So what are alternate interior angles? First of all, this has to be inside the parallel lines. Other thing is they has to be on the opposite sides, not on the same sides. So if you see here, the red is on the one side and other red angle is on the other side of the parallel, other side of the transversal line. They have to be inside the parallel lines, but not on the same side. Those are known as alternate interior angles. Inside the parallel lines and not on the same side. Two things. Yeah.
Okay.
If I
Yeah.
give a number to them, if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, then you can say 1 and 4 and 2 and 3 are alternate interior angles. What are these? Alternate interior angles. You can write it down.
Okay.
1, 4, 2, 3. And they're always equal. They're always equal if the lines are parallel.
Okay.
Keep writing.
Okay.
They're equal. And because we are considering the case of parallel lines, so on that basis, I can write here that these are equal. Now,
Okay.
if I, what are these 2 and 4? 1, 3? These are known as co-interior angles. Co-interior angles. You can write the full form.
Okay.
Co-interior angles, alternate interior angles. What are co-interior angles? First of all, again, the condition is they have to be inside the parallel lines. Because the name itself says interior, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even in alternate interior angles, the word interior is coming. That means it has to be inside the parallel lines. And co-interior also has to be inside the parallel lines. But as in the case of alternate interior angles, the angles has to be on the different sides, not on the same side, right? In
Yeah.
co-interior, angles has to be on the same side. That's why I wrote 1 and 3, 2 and 4. These are co-interior angles. Are they equal? No. They add up to 180. They are supplementary.
Okay.
Supplementary. Means 1 plus 3 is also 180 and 2 plus 4 is also 180. Make sense?
Yeah.
No doubts, right?
Yeah.
And if I take further numbering, let it be here 5, here 6, 7, and 8. Now we covered alternate interior and co-interior angles. Now let's move to the other two set of angles which are formed when two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that set is corresponding angles. So what are corresponding angles? Write it down. Corresponding angles. Corresponding angles here in this case is 3 and 5, 7 and 4, 3 and 5, 7 and 4, 1 and 6, this is 6, and 2 and 8. There will be 4 set of corresponding angles, Olivia.
Okay.
5 and 3, in this case, numbering can differ, right? I just took like this. You can start from 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, starting from outside. But what you need to understand here is corresponding angles, one will be inside, one will be outside.
Okay.
In corresponding angles, one angle which has to be the outside the parallel lines and one angle has to be inside the parallel lines. That's the first
Okay.
condition. Second condition is there should be a gap between both the angles. They shouldn't be just lying next to each other. Otherwise, they will form a linear pair. Again,
Yeah.
what is the first condition for the corresponding angles? One inside, one outside. Right? Number two, they shouldn't be linear. They shouldn't be linear. When I
Okay.
say they shouldn't be linear, means they shouldn't be just next to each other. That's the reason I didn't took 1 and 5. One is inside, 5 is outside, right?
Yeah.
But they cannot be corresponding because they are forming a linear pair. I told they shouldn't be a linear pair. So that's the reason we took 5 and 3, not 5 and 1. We took 1 and 6, not 3 and 6,
Yeah.
right? Because that we took 7 and 4, not 7 and 2, right? We took 2 and 8, not 4 and 8. Because all these what I'm saying not were just next to each other. Cannot be 1 5, cannot be 3 6, cannot be 4 8, cannot be 2 7, right? Because they are forming a linear pair.
Okay.
Okay, so corresponding angles, what are the two conditions? One has to be outside the parallel line and one has to be inside the parallel line. Number two, they shouldn't be linear, means they shouldn't be lying just next to each other. Now the last set is alternate exterior angles. So in this case, it is 5 and 8. You can write alternate exterior angles. 5 and 8 and 6 and 7.
Okay.
These are alternate exterior angles. They are always equal. So what are the characteristics of alternate exterior angles? They has to be outside the parallel lines. They has to be outside the parallel lines and not lying on same side. Just like alternate interior angles. They are lying inside the parallel lines and not on the same side. Here they are lying outside the parallel lines and not on the same side.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So we covered four set of angles. Alternate interior, which lie inside the parallel lines, but not on the same side. Then and they are always equal. We covered co-interior angles, which lie inside the parallel lines and are on the same side, and they add up to 180. Then we covered corresponding angles. Corresponding angles, one inside, one outside the parallel lines, but they shouldn't be linear. They shouldn't be lying just next to each other, and even they are equal, just like alternate interior angles. And we learned about alternate exterior angles. They lie outside the parallel lines, but not on the same side. They are also equal always. Make
Okay.
sense?
Yes.
Now we can do the question. Yeah. In parallel lines cut by a transversal, and alternate interior angle is 75. Find all other 7 angles. A good question.
Okay.
Let's take it. So we are making a straight line. They are saying if this angle is 75, find all other angles. We can do that.
Yeah.
Now tell me, if this is 75, what will be this?
75.
Super. If this is 75, what will be this?
Uh, 75.
Why?
Because
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Mm-hmm. What type of angles are these?
they are the
We just studied.
two.
Uh-huh. No, no. What are those angles which are formed when two lines intersect each other?
They are. Uh,
You would have written it down. Just check. Just check your notes. The two angles formed by intersecting lines. Are they not vertically opposite angles?
They
Yes.
are.
Yes, so that's why these are equal. Then this also be 75, then vertically opposite angle, right?
Yeah.
Now, if this is 75, then this, what will be this angle? Consider
Uh,
this as a straight line. What is the sum of angles on a straight line?
180.
So 180 minus 75,
Okay.
105. If this is 105, then what will be this?
Uh, that will be.
Same, 105, vertically opposite angle,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Same will be this, 105. If you consider this as a straight line, if this is 105, then this will be 105. See, you end up in finding out all the other 7 angles. You understand this?
Yeah.
So all, if one is 75, the other will be 75 and 105 only, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The ratio of two angles in a linear pair is 2:7. Find the angles. Good question. That there are two angles on a straight line and the ratio of these angles is 2:7. Find the angles. How will you proceed?
Uh,
Mhm. So whenever the ratios are given, always attach x to these numbers what they have given. So let it be first angle equal to 2x and the second angle be 7x. The first angle is
okay.
2x, the second angle is 7x. Always. So whenever any ratios are given, right, just attach the variable to those numbers what they have given in ratios. Okay.
Okay.
Now, are they not linear pair? They are, right? And even the same thing they have written also. Two angles on a forms a linear pair, right? So linear pair means they add up to, what is the sum of the angles forming a linear pair?
180.
180. So this becomes 9x equal to 180 and x equal to 180 upon 9, which is 20. So 20 is the value of x, right?
Okay.
So the angles were 2x, so that will become 2 times 20, which is 40, and 2x 7x means 7 times 20, which is 140. So this is how we find the angles when they have given ratios. So our answers are 40 and 140.
Okay.
How we did? We took uh, the angles as 2x and 7x, and because they were saying they are forming a linear pair, so we added them to 180. And once we added them to 180 and equate it, we got 9x equal to 180, and we took 9 to the other side, and then 180 upon 9 come out to be 20. As the value of x is 20 and our angles were 2x and 7x, we multiplied 2 with 20 and 7 with 20, and that's how we found out the angles to be 40 and 140. Make sense?
Yeah.
All is well?
Yeah.
Okay, super. One more question we'll do, and rest will continue in the next meeting. Okay? Lines and angles, triangles is a very vast topic actually. Okay? So we'll
Okay.
cover up how much we can. Rest will continue in the next meeting.
Okay.
If the corresponding angles are 120, are the lines parallel? Do you think if the corresponding angles are 120, like 5 and 3, they are 120, are the lines Parallel? I told you one thing. Our corresponding angles are always
Equal.
equal. And now if they are saying that they are 120, then they definitely be parallel. Okay?
Okay.
If the corresponding angles are same, the lines will be parallel. Angle A
Okay.
and B are supplementary. Angle A is 4x and B is 3x minus 10. Find x and both angles. So let me do it over here. Okay. What are supplementary angles?
Uh, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they are.
Mm-hmm. They add up to
Uh, they add up
180.
to.
Add up to 180. Those are supplementary angles, right? So
Yeah.
let's add these angles. 4x plus 3x minus 10, right?
Yeah.
And that will be equal to 180. Correct?
Yeah.
Now just solve it. 4x plus 3x is 7x, and take this minus 10 to the other side. So that becomes plus 10 on the other side. Now 7x equal to 190. Is it 3x minus 10? Oh, sorry, this was 4x. Yeah, correct. 4x plus 3x minus 10. And both are angles supplementary. Yeah, so
Yeah.
they should be equal to 180. So minus 10 become plus 10 on the other side, become 190, and 4x plus 3x become 7x. Now x will be equal to 190 upon 7. Why I was rechecking again? Because I don't think this will divide completely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So once you get the value of x, you can just multiply each angle. Like 4x means whatever the value of x will come out to be, multiply that with 4. Yeah.
Okay.
And similarly, 3x minus 10. Let us assume that x would have come out to be 20. Okay.
Okay.
So what we would have done is we would have multiplied 4 with 20, and one angle would have been 80, and other angle 3x minus 10. So 3 times 20 minus 10. So 60 minus 10, 70. That's how we would have done if x would have come out to be 20. But in this case, it's not coming out to be the same. I mean, it's not coming out to be a whole number. So that's the reason I didn't calculate. I just assume that if answer would have been 20, this is how you would have done.
Okay.
Makes sense how we did this?
Yeah.
Okay, super. So we covered up questions on lines and angles, right?
Yeah.
In the next class, what we will do, we'll cover up the angles and triangles challenging questions and triangles, which we didn't cover it today.
Okay.
Because as I said, right, there are so many questions which can be formed under the heading lines, angles, and triangles. We tried covering up the maximum. We understand today the linear pairs, vertically opposite angles, supplementary angles, complementary angles, and we also covered what are the types of angles formed by parallel lines and transversal, right? And what are their properties, isn't it? And
Yeah.
we covered up the questions on ratios, and also when one angle is given in a parallel lines, what will be the other seven angles? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
any doubts?
Mm,
All good. The
yeah.
rest will cover up in the next meeting, Olivia. Thank you.
Okay.